Hi, meteorologist Tony Petrarca in the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center. You clicked on the Weather Now link on this Monday afternoon, and the latest on Tropical Storm Isaias. This is the latest satellite photo. We're taping this as of about 4:20 in the afternoon. It looks better organized on the satellite photo. This may be on its way of becoming a hurricane, Category 1 hurricane, as it approaches South Carolina, just south of Charleston, South Carolina. Winds now still at 70, but the updated advisory coming in from the Hurricane Center shortly. But the take a look at these stats right here. Moving north at 13, winds of 70. The pressure has dropped a little bit, so that may some indication that the storm is getting better organized. Expected to make landfall on the south North Carolina border overnight, early tomorrow morning, across the Mid-Atlantic tomorrow morning, and then making its closest pass to southern New England Tuesday evening, but passing well to our west. So you can see right in here, the center of the storm well to our west. That kind of a track tends to keep the heaviest rain right out here. So we would tend to be on the windier side of the storm. What do we mean by wind? Well, we're not getting hurricane force winds. It won't be coming up here as a hurricane, but rather as a tropical storm. But, gusts could be anywhere from 40 to 50, even 60 miles per hour. And again, usually with tracks like that, the heaviest of the rain, the widespread soaking kind of flooding rains, tend to be reserved to be along and just to the left of the storm track. And notice that strip of purple and orange and yellow out towards the Hudson Valley of New York. So we do get downpours here in southern New England Tuesday afternoon and evening, perhaps even 1 to 2 inches of rain in some of these downpours, but a widespread rain is not anticipated. It should be more showery, but scattered downpours nonetheless. And the risk for some thunderstorms. Now, some thunderstorms could be on the strong side. We do have our area shaded in the yellow for a slight risk of severe thunderstorms. We're thinking late Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. And the concern is that some may have some rotation. Usually with these tropical systems that pass to our west, there tends to be a lot of what we call wind shear in the low levels of the atmosphere. The wind is changing speed and direction with height very rapidly, and the net result, some thunderstorms spin, and you could get brief, isolated, weak tornadoes in a situation like this. So we're going to watch that very closely. So the breakdown as far as potential impacts, heavy rain, widespread, no, but we will get at least scattered downpours, scattered thunderstorms. Some damaging wind gusts are possible. Put that in the moderate category. We're thinking winds could be gusting anywhere between 40 and 55 miles per hour. Storm surge, meaning a massive amount of water coming towards the coastline, is not anticipated, but it wouldn't rule out at least some minor coastal flooding during the times of high tide. And while the tornado risk is low, it is something that we're going to want to keep a close eye on throughout the late afternoon and early evening to see if any of these thunderstorms that come through have any kind of rotation with them. So while it is a low risk, it is something that we'll have to watch very closely. Here's the latest satellite and radar composite. Hot sunshine today. We're still showing clear skies. We topped out in the low 90s. And there is the tropical storm now off the North Carolina coastline. Looks like it's trying to form an eye here on the Doppler radar. So we put this into the forecast, and you can see this tracking due north that's making landfall on the Carolina coast overnight tonight. And there it is across the Mid-Atlantic on 11 a.m. Tomorrow morning out toward the Chesapeake Bay. Notice here in southern New England, we don't have much in the way of wind at that time, but we do have some scattered showers. And as the storm passes through the Hudson Valley of New York around 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the evening, notice it is well to our west. So we tend to keep the real heavy rain out there in terms of coverage. But we do get these tropical downpours, these little blips of orange and yellow and red. And the concern here is that some of them can have rotation. So there is a slight chance of an isolated tornado. So for this evening, it's fairly quiet. 11 o'clock, we're at 74. I don't see much in the way of strong wind Tuesday morning. Sun to increasing clouds, a few isolated showers later in the morning, 81. The shower and thunderstorm chances start to increase Tuesday afternoon, especially late day and early evening, and some strong temperatures in the lower to middle 80s. And by late afternoon and early evening, we'll have to watch for some of these thunderstorms as far as any possible rotation and any possible isolated tornado. So not getting a hurricane, but impacts from a tropical storm that'll pass well to our west. So the heaviest of the rain we end up missing, but we do get some scattered downpours. We do get some strong wind gusts late Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening, somewhere between 40 and 50, 55 miles per hour. And some thunderstorms could be on the strong side. It's a fast mover. So it's in here late afternoon and early evening, and then it's gone during the overnight and towards daybreak on Wednesday. Be sure to tune in to Eyewitness News starting at 5 o'clock for the latest on the storm. That's your latest Weather Now update. Thanks for logging in. We'll talk to you soon.